Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2399. Happy Thursday evening. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, let's do stretching, okay? Yeah. Yeah, what I've been doing, during weekday nights, I just went to bed. Yeah, came back from work. So I realized I need more sleep during the weekdays. So I will come back home from work, brush my teeth, and just go to bed and start sleeping. Like at like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., right? Yeah. Just after brushing my teeth, just start sleeping and then wake up early in the morning, like 3 a.m., right? And then uh so it's kind of like a different schedule. Wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and start driving like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and arrive early. That way even lesser traffic, so it's safer. And during the weekdays, yeah, I think it's a good idea to just, instead of doing the show like this, if I'm sleepy, tired, yeah, just sleep, without doing the show. So that during the weekdays, I would drink less and sleep more, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do that. As opposed to doing the show Monday through Friday, evening, I think that's too much drinking, too much smoking cigarette. So maybe doing show like this, human rights show during the weekdays. Yeah, Fridays for sure. Yeah, but good. After that, Friday is Saturday morning, so I can sleep late. But during the weekday, otherwise, yeah, maybe like this once in a while. Because I took a nap during my lunch break, so that's why I'm not sleeping now. Yeah, so just once in a while during the show during the weekdays, but maybe not like every day, Monday to Friday. That's too much, right? Yeah. At my age, 47, so. Okay, yeah. So I think it's a good idea to just sleep weekday evening without drinking alcohol, without smoking cigarette. Yeah, just give some break to my lung, my liver. Yeah, I think we've got a good idea, especially when I'm for my age of 47. Yeah, so so it's good. All right. Okay. Ah. All right. Now let's do knee kick. Okay. Yeah. Ah. 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 Mm. Ah. 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 All right, good. 5 minutes back. Thank you. Woo! Good times. Okay. 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 Vocal training. Okay. Okay. Vocal exercise. Uh, let's get back to mathematics, huh? Okay. 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 Ah, long time no see, huh? Let me redo my hair. Eee. All right. Still. Eh? Long time no see. Long time no see. Yeah. Good to see you. So yeah. Let me grab my whiskey cup. I'm gonna wash my hands. Whiskey cup. Wine cup. Ah, I haven't drank alcohol for how many days by now? Today Thursday, right? So about 3, 4 days. Yeah, it's good for my liver. I don't have to control my alcohol, okay? So yeah, alcohol consumption. So yeah, yeah, it's a good idea to give some break to my liver, lung. Yeah, it's a good idea. But mathematics, huh? Proving this alpha and omega theorem, I don't think it'll be difficult, okay? But for now, it's conjecture level. But I just need to get back to the basics of this, like how I came to discover this. Those whiteboards are there, okay? I did not erase any of those, okay? So, matter of time. Yeah, so basically, to trace back, go back to the basic, and then make some more examples, and then see some patterns and why it works. Yeah. Uh, should not be too difficult, okay? So, but yeah, let's relax. Yeah, cheers. Happy Thursday evening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Negative inverses of 5. We did that. Ah. So when row 5, meaning uh row, what does it mean when we say row 5? Row base 5. Row is like remainder operator, RHO. That's Greek letter for R. Okay. We are categorizing integers in terms of remainder of 5 when divided by 5. What's the remainder from 0 to 4, right? Any integer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we came up with this nice notational convention here. 1 sub 3. It's a set of all the integers. when it's divided by 3, remainder is 1. Okay? Yeah. It's better notational convention than what they have in modular arithmetic in mainstream mathematics. Okay? Yeah, we're doing better than what they do. Okay? Yeah. Welcome to human art school. Okay? All right. So, uh, mhm. So what we are doing here is compare 2 sub 5. That's integers when divided by 5, remainder is 2. So 5k plus 2, right? But 2 inverse sub 5, what that means is different from what this means, okay? So this means the in row 5 world, what's the multiplicative inverse of 2? Like x times 2 is equal to 1, row 5. Okay? Yeah. So that's what this means. 2 sub 5 inverse, okay? Yeah. Now, how about 7? We have time, okay? So we just take it slow. We just need to make progress slowly. That's all we need. We do not have any due date. There's no rush, okay? Yeah, we just need to make progress every time we do this mathematics, okay? That's all we need, okay? Yeah, every now and then. We do mathematics, and when we do mathematics, we make some small progress at each time, okay? That's all we need. There's no rush, okay? Yeah. Well, now, let's look at 7 sub 5 inverse, okay? That's x. Then that means 7 times x is equal to 1 row 5. Okay, what kind of x would that be? Just trial and error. 3, okay? So x is equal to 5k plus 3, which is same as this. Okay? Yeah. So in general, it does not matter. It could be 2 or 7 or 12. As long as it's a number that's when it's divided by 5, remainder is 2. Okay? Then it's exactly the same form. Okay? Yeah. Another example, like it just behave same way. Like 2 sub 5 family in that set, all the numbers that belong to that set, it behave exact same. Okay, so uh uh-huh. Okay, when case 1, yeah, 8. 8 times 7, 56. I have to translate from Korean because I memorized multiplication table in Korean language. Okay, so 7 times 8, yeah, that's like 7, 8, 56 in Korean. Okay, that means 7 times 8 is 56. I have to translate from Korean to English because I memorized multiplication table back in 1980s when I was in elementary school in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, so multiplication table, yeah, that's the only time I translate from Korean to English. Okay, yeah. Cheers. Happy Thursday evening. Welcome to Human Show. Human School too. Right? Yeah. Hmm. So yeah, 56 is 1 row 5. So that's 8. And 8 times 2, 16. Yeah, 105. Okay, good. Hmm. 5 minutes break. Okay, vocal rest. Thank you. Okay. 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 Yeah, still vocal exercise. Kind of freak show, huh? Yeah. Uh, uh, all right. Welcome back. We are back. Uh, so, uh, what we're saying is this. Okay, what we're saying here is uh 2 plus 5L, L being an integer. Okay, sub 5 inverse is equal to 2 sub 5 inverse. Okay, that's semi-generic statement, and it's been a long time since we proved anything in mathematics. So yeah, let's go ahead and prove this. Okay, yeah. Okay. So for now it's conjecture, so we put question mark in there. Uh, let's say 2 plus 5L sub 5 inverse is Y. Okay, that means uh 2 plus 5L times y is equal to 1, rho 5. Okay? Because it's inverse. Okay? Yeah. Multiplicative inverse. Cheers. Now I'm getting buzz already because I have not drunk alcohol like beverage for past 3 4 days, 3 to 4 days. So okay, it feels good. Get a buzz like this in a long time. Okay, yeah. All right. So 2y plus 5ly is equal to 1 rho 5. Okay. And because 5 is like 0 in rho 5 world, this is like 0. This means like if you just apply rho 5, yeah, 5 rho 5 is 0. 5 divided by 5, what's the remainder? 0, right? Yeah, so this it means that 2y is equal to 1 rho 5. That means y is multiplicative inverse of 2. Okay, so y is multiplicative inverse like sub 5. Okay, rho 5. Okay, so okay, yeah, QED is a proof. So this conjecture is correct. Yeah, we just make example of 2, but it doesn't have to be 2. It could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Yeah. Good. Well done, right? Yeah. Well, let's take 5 minutes break and let's go to Instagram Live, okay? Yeah. Work and play. Okay. Yeah, well done. Just a little bit at a time, huh? Nice and easy. Short and sweet. Okay. 5 minutes, thank you. Yep. Okay, let's put this behind us. Okay, we'll pick it up some other time. So I restarted studying foreign language these days, German language. Yeah, so safely. I mean, yeah, as I drive, yeah, I turn on the YouTube on my cell phone, but just audio, okay? My cell phone screen is dark so that I pay attention to the road, just audio, safely, okay? Pay attention to the road when you drive, okay? So, yeah, drive safely, okay? Yeah, but when I drive, typically it's very early in the morning or quite late in the evening, so not many cars. So yeah, just audio. Okay, yeah. In YouTube, yeah, like German lessons. Okay, so yeah, just audio. Okay, so that I pay attention to the road, drive safely. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mandatory selfie. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology uh, episode 2399. Yeah, Instagram live edition. Yeah, happy Thursday evening. Let me redo my hair real quick. Ah, how's that? Good enough, I guess. Yeah, welcome to Human Show. Happy Thursday evening. And yeah, I mean, my hair is not optimal, but we just wing it, okay? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the in the internet, I ran into interesting article about cluster ballooning. Cluster ballooning, what is it? Uh, I think it was 1982 in California, Los Angeles, like San Pedro. There's a kind of suburb of Los Angeles County. I think drove by because I lived in Los Angeles for 3 years between 2006 and 2009, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I drove. I remember I did drive by. Okay, it's kind of next to a harbor, the a lot of ships, the western coast. Okay, Los Angeles. Yeah, San Pedro. I've been there. Yeah. Mhm. Big ships, cargo ships, like the ship port. Okay, yeah. I think it was back in 1982. Okay, there's this gentleman, Mr. Larry Walter, I think. His nickname, yeah, Lawn Chair Larry. He's very interesting gentleman. So I read about him, his biography in the internet. Okay, also some YouTube videos, documentaries. Okay, so this gentleman, nicknamed the Lawn Chair Larry, uh, came up with this idea. It was not brand new idea, but he kind of popularized that idea. Okay. Later on, the Disney Pixar animation movie Up, right, with all this house being lifted by colorful helium-filled balloons. I did not watch that video, that movie, but I watched some movie clips. Okay, yeah. It was inspired by that, Mr. Larry. Okay. So cluster ballooning is okay. There are a lot of balloons filled with helium, and it can lift. If there are a lot of balloons like that, it can lift some objects, including human being. Okay, so that's the idea. And so Mr. Larry, he tried to be a pilot. Okay, yeah, and so he joined the U.S. Air Force, and but he was not accepted to that Air Force pilot program because his eyesight was not optimal. Okay, but he could have gotten pilot's license in private sector. Of course, he has to pay for it. But in the army, well, now Air Force used to be a part of U.S. Army, but it branched out later on. Okay, but no matter what the case, in U.S. military, okay, pilots, they can be in U.S. Marine, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, or Coastal Guard. Okay, it could be fixed wing pilots or it could be helicopter pilots. Okay. But in the US military, those pilot program, they're free. That's not just free, they get paid for it. Okay. In the US military, to become a pilot, it could be helicopter or fixed wing jet pilot. Those programs in US military is highly competitive because it's not only free pilot education, how to fly, how to fly on aircraft, helicopters, fixed wing jet, whatever. Okay, not only free flight education, but also they get paid for it. So that's why it's highly competitive. And to reduce the competition, in the U.S. military, they require that U.S. military pilots you cannot wear eyeglasses. You have to have very good eye vision, like naked eyes. Okay, to reduce the competition, okay? Because free education, not only that, they get paid for it, okay? In the US military pilot program. But in America, in civilian sector, yeah, flight schools, you have to pay for it. But they do not have strict requirement like, yeah, you need to have 20/20 eye vision. No, okay? But you have to pay for that pilot education in private sector to get pilot's license to fly a helicopter or airplane. Yeah, you can wear eyeglasses, that's fine. But you have to pay for that education, okay? So Mr. Larry could have gotten pilot's license in the civilian sector, okay? But he did not. Okay. Instead, he came up with this idea with well, there were some predecessors in other parts of the world or in America too. I don't know, but he was not the very first who came up with this idea. A lot of helium-filled balloons, yeah, you can lift up some weight if there are a lot of them, right? So he came up with this idea, like, welcome, good evening. Yeah, we'll talk about some history, aviation history, okay? Yeah. Okay, welcome, good evening. Mighty Professor Leaders, yeah, martial arts, education, career development, okay? Thank you. Yeah, Mighty Professor Leaders. 5 minutes break for chorus, okay? Yeah, thank you. All right. Okay. 5 minutes, thank you. Ah. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you. On paper, yeah, answer is yes, okay? On paper. But nowadays I'm kind of laying low, okay? Due to some political environment, okay? So, but thank you for your support. My professionals. Mm. Okay, back to the aviation history. So Mr. Larry Walter, okay, so he came up with this idea. Okay, well, he went to military surplus store, okay, and there's some weather balloon, okay, on the ceiling on that day. So when he was a child, so he been planning this for 20 years, okay. So in 1982, he with help from his did they marry? Was it his girlfriend or not sure, wife? I don't know. Okay, but it could have been girlfriend or wife. I do not know. Okay, but he got some financial assistance from his girlfriend or wife, and I think it was girlfriend. I don't think they're married. Okay, from what I recall. Okay. Yeah, so he purchased some balloons and helium gas and for 42 of them, okay, and then the backyard of residential property in San Pedro, which is a suburb of Los Angeles, California, okay, America. Okay, so he on his lawn chair, okay, and connected with balloons, 42 balloons. It's a big weather balloon, okay, and it's very interesting idea, okay, but it's not safe though, okay, so but it worked, okay, so he has some BB gun, air gun, okay. If he goes too high, he would shoot this BB gun, air gun, okay, and pop the balloons so that the lifting force would go down so that he does not go too high. And he has some ballasts, basically like milk, like 1 gallon milk jugs, plastic jugs filled with water. Okay, so he can release it because if it comes down too fast, he need to release the ballast so that it would come down slowly. Okay, so he's a smart guy. He's very well prepared for that flight, Mr. Lawn Chair Larry. Okay, so yeah, was very well prepared. Compass, map of California, and altimeter, and also he brought with him 6 packs of beer, beef jerky, some sandwiches, okay, and camera, and but unexpectedly his flight started prematurely because he wanted to alert the federal aviation authorities about his flight, but his flight began prematurely. Okay, and so he didn't have a chance, but he has some ground crew, his girlfriend, and his friends, and they did contact FAA, Federal Aviation Authority. Okay, so agency rather. So he started to fly with these balloons connected to his lawn chair, and he also had, thanks to his wise girlfriend's suggestion, he had this parachute too. Okay, just in case. So Mr. Larry's original plan would be, yeah, hopefully going to the east to toward Mojave Desert to land in the Mojave Desert safely. But the thing is balloons. did not have any jet engine. He did not have any fan-based propellers. So the balloon, cluster ballooning, it just goes wherever wind blows. It's unpredictable. He landed in Long Beach, California, still another suburb of Los Angeles, California. Yeah, I've been there too. Okay. And but he went up there like 16,000 feet above ground. So and some airline, commercial airlines did spot him, like TWA back in the days, okay. And they did contact the airport traffic controllers. They said, "Hey, there's this guy sitting on a chair." There's this guy, TWA licensed commercial jet pilot. He reported to in the radio to air traffic controller in Los Angeles International Airport, I guess. And he said, like, yeah, there's this guy sitting on a lawn chair, but that lawn chair is connected to multiple helium-filled balloons. 1982, Los Angeles, California, San Pedro, between San Pedro and Long Beach, in suburb of Los Angeles, California. Okay, 1982, true story. I was fascinated by this story. Okay, so he popped some balloons with his BB gun. Okay, and then there's some wind blow, gust, sudden wind blow, so he lost his air gun, the BB gun. Okay, so but he popped about seven balloons, something like that. Okay, out of 42 balloons, that was enough to come down. Okay, and then but he was coming down too fast, so he popped with his knife with this water gallon jugs to because it's coming down too fast. Okay, to slow it down. Okay, so to lift the weight. Yeah, so the ballast. Okay, yeah, so water gallons. Yeah, gone. So yeah, now it's slowing down, but unexpectedly, he did not land in Mojave Desert. He landed in residential area of Long Beach, California, which is suburb of Los Angeles, California. Okay, I've been there. Okay? It's residential district, 1982, Long Beach, California, just outside of Los Angeles, California. Okay, a lot of residential houses, and yeah, so this is power line hanging in the power grid in the air, right? Power line, electricity. Okay, so you got entangled to that. All right, residential area of Long Beach, California. Okay. In that neighborhood, there is actually licensed pilot. Okay, so of course he called 911. Okay, and then yeah, police officers, fire trucks arrived and safely disabled electricities in those power lines because he need to come down, right? So he came down safely, Mr. Larry. Okay, yeah, and the police officers looked at him and arrested him. But they did not know what charge they should arrest him for. Okay. What kind of law did he violate? Lawn chair connected to air balloons, just weather balloons, 42 of them. It's not an aircraft. He did not have pilot's license. It's not an airplane. It's not a helicopter. It's a lawn chair connected to 42 weather balloons. And then, yeah, causing some electricity power outage in the neighborhood. So, yeah, police officers did arrest him and then had to release him because they did not know what kind of law he violated. Okay, yeah. No, finance back, vocal rest, okay? Yeah. Aviation history, okay? Quite an extraordinary one. Yeah. I was so fascinated by this story, okay? Yeah. 1982 in California, okay? So, okay. Finance break, vocal rest, okay? Yeah. Now, time check. Okay. It's been less than 1 hour, okay? Yeah. But let's go ahead and ventilate the room, okay? Yeah. Get some oxygen. Yeah. But okay, welcome back. We are back. Yeah, some brightness adjustment in the cell phone. Okay. Yeah, so Mr. Larry got arrested but got released because police officers did not know what kind of legal violation he committed. Okay, it's kind of brand new case. Okay, lawn chair, weather balloons, 42 of them, and got entangled in the power line and electric, causing the power outage in the neighborhood in Long Beach, California. So yeah, this is really thing. Okay, but later on, more federal authority got involved, so they had a trial, criminal trial. Okay, so in the trial, yeah, like $15,000 fine, Federal Aviation Agency, like it's violation of federal airspace, it's too dangerous. We need to deter this kind of behavior. But he appealed, and then it got reduced to $1,500 fine. Okay, so I think he paid for it, and it became national news back in 1982 in America. And the rest is history. Okay, so he got invited to some mainstream talk shows like David Letterman late night TV talk show in New York, Manhattan, New York. Okay, something like that. Okay, so yeah, I got interviews and Timex watch advertisement featuring the gentleman. Nice hair, yeah, very well groomed mustache, and okay, so okay, okay. So how did I have to censor some stories because in human show we have to be age appropriate. Okay, so yeah, focus on education, career development. Okay, and exercise, diet, martial arts, dancing, healthy habits. But yeah, uh, when it comes to dangerous activities like that, I do not encourage it. Okay, yeah, be safe out there. Okay, okay, yeah. Anyway, so but I encountered that article in the internet when I read about uh, documentary about Sky King, hashtag Sky King. It recently came out in the internet, Hulu video. I don't have any Hulu subscription, but I read about the internet description of that documentary available in Hulu. I do not have Hulu subscription. Okay, yeah. How did I learn about it? Well, I'm in Alaska, right? As I was driving from Matsu Valley to Anchorage in the morning, about a week ago, in the radio, it's a national radio channel. Okay, so yeah, they'll talk about that documentary in Hulu. Okay, Sky King. Who's Sky King? That's in Washington State. Okay, I do not remember his name. Okay, but that was not too long ago. Actually, it was something 2018, 8 years ago in Washington State. Yeah, Seattle, Tacoma, SeaTac Airport. Okay. I don't remember his name. Okay, but his name I don't remember. Okay, but that gentleman actually spent some time in Wasilla, Alaska. Me, I mean halfway between Wasilla and Big Lake in Matsu Valley, Alaska. Okay, he went to Wasilla High School. Okay, the Sky King. Okay, so I did not know about him. Okay, until about a week ago. in the news. Yeah, I mean the online articles about it. Okay, so there's that the documentary like Sky King. Okay, Sky King documentary in Hulu. And yeah, I learned about it in the radio about a week ago. Okay, yeah, when I was driving from Machu Valley to Anchorage. Okay, as I was driving along the Glen Highway. Okay, so okay. So that gentleman was not born and raised in Alaska, but he spent some time in Wasilla, Alaska. He went to high school in Wasilla, Alaska. Okay, the Sky King. Okay, and he was good in football in Wasilla High School. Okay, okay. Then he moved out of Alaska at some point after high school in Wasilla, Alaska, and later on he got married and then they moved to Seattle, Washington State. Okay, Western Coast, and he got a job in the airport as a ground crew. Okay, but he was into aviation, so he said video game. He played video game, but no, it's a flight simulator. Okay, yeah, flight simulator in video. It's not video game per se. It's a flight simulator training program, computer software. Okay, which kind of looks like video game. Okay, but he said video game, but no, no, it's not video game. Flight simulator software program. Okay, yeah. So he trained himself in that area with flight simulator computer software. Okay, yeah. So he learned about this concept of barrel rolling. What's barrel rolling? I'm not a pilot. Okay. But I looked it up. What's barrel rolling? Barrel rolling is like this. Fixed wing airplane, not a helicopter, but fixed wing airplane, jet engine. Okay? Go like this, fly, jet engine, fossil fuel powered airplane. Okay? It could be propeller or it could be jet engine, whatever. Okay? Yeah, go like this, flying airplane, fixed wing. Okay? And then go up kind of vertically and then go down vertically and then horizontally again. So horizontal, vertically up, vertically down, and then horizontal again. Okay. So there's like barrel rolling technique. Fixed wing airplane maneuver. Okay. Maybe an air show, maybe. Okay. So he tried that and he did it. He made it. From the articles that I read, he barely made it. Okay. He went like this, up and down, and again horizontal, horizontal, vertical, and then horizontal again. He made barely made it like 10 feet above the ocean surface. 10 feet, like 3 meters. He barely made it, but he made it. Okay, so okay, yeah, the Sky King. Okay, so again, I'm gonna censor out other negative parts of that story too because we have to be age prepared. Okay, so yeah, but he made it. Okay. Again, yeah, focus on education, career development, healthy habits. But what he did, he stole that airplane. Okay, he was not licensed pilot. Yeah, it was a little bit too dangerous. Okay, so Uh, just back in 2018, okay. So the thing is this, okay, so in humor school, yeah, focus on education, career development, okay, healthy hobbies, safe hobbies, okay, so, okay, yeah, yeah, do not engage in too much dangerous activities like that, okay, so, okay. If you want to learn to fly, you get a pilot's license. Me, I do not like heights, okay, well, aviation and honky. Yeah, we'll talk about that after 5 minutes break because I need some vocal rest. Okay, so wake up. Good evening. Yeah, my professors. Yeah, martial art education college development. Okay. Yeah. Now, 5 minutes break. Okay, vocal rest. Now, time check. How much time do we have? I'm kind of getting drunk actually. Okay, as you can see. Yes, it's been more than 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Okay. Thank you. Right. Oh, okay. So Hungarian aviation. Okay. So well, I do not have pilot's license. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Alaska, America, but a lot of my friends have pilot's license here in Alaska, America, and some other parts of America, other parts of the world. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. And this is so beautiful out up there. As a passenger in airplane, yeah, I took some pictures outside the window of airplane. Sure, yeah, it's beautiful. Cloud, sunset, sunrise, the moon at night, stars, whatever. Okay, it's beautiful. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, at one point, I wanted to get pilot's license in Alaska, but I decided not to because I don't like heights very much. It's too dangerous. Okay, so yeah. To me, watching some YouTube videos or whatever videos out there on the internet, pilot stories. That's good enough, right? I do not have to actually fly on airplane or helicopter myself. Just listening to their stories in the videos, reading about it. To me, that's good enough. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, as opposed to getting pilot's license, I'd rather just do mathematics. Okay, like this. Okay, yeah, all those mathematics, right? Yeah, actually, we did that in the human dimension on YouTube. Okay, he test like metaphysical flight. Okay, in the world, in the sky of mathematics, instead of cloud, numbers, letters, equations, hypotheses, conjectures, and proving it, proofs. Yeah, we did earlier. It's you in YouTube, okay? Yeah. Main human show, okay? So yeah, we do mathematics there sometimes. Okay. Yeah. To me, that's good enough. Overall adventure. Very safe. Metaphysical flight in mathematics. It doesn't have to be mathematics. It could be fine arts, dancing, music, or writing, whatever your passion is at. It could be business, literature, whatever, philosophy, religion, even, okay? Yeah. It could be anything, okay? That's to me. Huh? Yeah. To me, yeah. Mathematical flight, to me, that's good enough. It's safe. I can do it right here in this room with whiteboard and a black pen and sometimes red pen, blue pen, green pen, okay? So to me, that's good enough of adrenaline rush to experience something extraordinary safely. Also, low budget. To do mathematics, it's just in the whiteboard, marker pens, okay, with black pen mostly, blue pen, red pen, yellow pen, brown pen, green pen sometimes. Yeah, they're affordable in the supermarket, okay? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. So I'm not a pilot, but I'm a driver, okay? Drive safely, okay? Yeah, abide by speed limit. Some drivers do not get the lesson, learning disability, okay? They just drive too fast. Do not do that, okay? Abide by speed limit, okay? Do not go over speed limit, okay? And yeah, drive safely on the road. Yeah, pay attention. Yeah, abide by the traffic laws. Just scan, look around. Rear view mirror, look back. Side mirror, yeah, look back. Okay, pay attention to the road, the situations, road conditions, weather, wind. Is it raining? Is it dark? Brightness. To be a safe driver, yeah, you need to learn all that. Okay, yeah, you need to be safe. Okay, when you drive. Okay, Earlier today, okay, I'm not making this up, okay. There was car accident. Yeah, I was taking a cigarette break. I was at work in Anchorage, okay. I was in parking lot. Okay, yeah, taking a cigarette break. It was at 1 p.m. No, it was like 3 p.m. Okay, yeah, it's 5 minute cigarette break at work, but 2 to 3 p.m. And I heard a big sound, like boom. Okay, so I looked where the sound came from, and there's some dust. I did not know what that was, but later on, there like 2 to 3 p.m. earlier today. Okay, Thursday, and yeah, I went back to work. Okay, and then I drove my car from Anchorage to Match Valley after work. And in the radio, yeah, they said there's some accident there, car accident, okay. And I'm very sorry. I hope they're safe, okay. And so you have to be very careful. Yeah, abide by speed limit, plenty of space between two cars ahead of you, ample space, okay. Like driving written test, they teach you that, right? Yeah, follow that advice, okay. I hope they're safe, okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, drive safe. Do not go over speed limit. Ample space between cars. Okay, be respectful to other drivers on the road, highways. Yeah. Or- So some drivers learning disability, they do not get the lesson. Okay, they still drive too fast. Okay, yeah. Do not do that. Okay, yeah. Drive slow. Okay, drive safe. Welcome. Yeah, we're talking about driving safety. Okay, yeah. Welcome. All right, my professional leaders, yeah, martial arts, education, culture, okay. Thank you. 5 minutes break for rest, okay? Thank you. Now, time check. Okay. How many minutes do we have left this evening? Uh, I guess we got like 30 minutes left, okay? Sure. 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Okay. But I need some vocal rest. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Uh, yeah. Yeah, drive safe. Okay. Obey the speed limit. Okay, and ample space between cars. Respect other drivers. Okay, so yeah, drive safe. Okay. Now let's do some context switch. Okay, so in linguistics, the code switch. Okay, I'm studying German these days. Okay, so R in German, R, whatever. Okay, so it's kind of like a vowelized consonant. Like in German, R, R. Okay, it become more like vowel as opposed to consonant. Okay? Vowelized consonant. It could be O or A. Okay, interesting language. German language is okay. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I study in my spare time. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So Mozart, yeah, Magic Flute. Okay, so the lyrics in German language, okay, as opposed to Latin or Italian language. Okay, so opera, Magic Flute. Okay, so yeah, I looked up and into the internet and other some lyrics, German lyrics. Aria, okay, the soprano. Okay, yeah, that uh, Mozart originally composed for that aria for his wife's sister, who's very renowned opera soprano singer. His wife's sister, okay, yeah, very cool. Queen of the Night, okay, yeah. Controversial, okay, yeah, two famous arias in Magic Flute. Zauber Flute, something like that. Okay. One of them, too much violence. So I don't like that lyrics, okay. But the other one more positive, upbeat, okay. It's like Queen of the Night asking this guy, yeah, rescue my daughter, then I'll let you marry my daughter. And okay, it goes like this. I learned the lyrics in German, okay. So I study foreign languages. Nowadays, German, okay. It goes like this, okay. Da 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 da. Yeah. So sei sie dann erwischt dein. But yeah, it's rescue cylinder, okay? Yeah, King of the Night, mother of a daughter, and I think this good guy, yeah, if you rescue my daughter, yeah, then I'll let you marry her, okay? So that's basically the lyrics in English translation, okay? So yeah, kind of fairy tale, okay? Yeah, European tradition. Okay, I appreciate that. Mm. In German language, yeah, okay. Goes like this. So sei sie dann erwischt dein. Very good rhyming there. Yeah, that's like late 1700s when Amadeus Mozart was in today's Austria, maybe Vienna. Okay, yeah, late 1700s. Okay, yeah, about more than 200 years ago. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Mm. Because I was kind of ashamed. Yeah, I can hum la 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 la, but my ignorance of German language. So I studied some more German language. Okay, so sei sie da and wish dein. Okay, yes, I learned some German lyrics there. That was written like more than 200 years ago. But that lyrics was not by Mozart. Melody was by Mozart, but the lyrics, libretto, is from another musician. He got Wikipedia article about him, okay? So I do not remember. I'm sorry, I do not remember his name, okay? But the librettist who wrote that lyrics, that's not Mozart, that's somebody else in Europe, okay? Good friend of Mozart, okay? Yeah. I'm sorry, I do not remember his name, okay? But his name is in Wikipedia, his biography, everything. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what I have to say today. And yeah, happy Thursday evening. Yeah, again, welcome to Human School, martial arts, education, career development, and do not get into any trouble. Okay, martial arts for self-discipline. Okay. Yeah. Uprightness. Okay. And yeah, good exercise, also entertainment. It's fun to do martial arts. Okay. So yeah, also dancing. Okay, singing, riding. Yeah, education, career development. That's what human is about. Have fun, also, yeah, education, career development, good work, good services. Okay, yeah, love everybody and be peaceful, be legal, do not do anything bad, be good. Okay, have ambition. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so see you next time. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, my professional leaders, contemporary professionals. Thank you for service. Past masters, thank you for mentorship. Okay? Yeah, thank you. See you later. Yep. Yeah, I see you later too. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Hmm? We get back to mathematics some other time. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I don't know, tomorrow, this weekend, sometime soon. Okay? I promise. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Mhm.